If you want to be happy, be. Art is not a handicraft, it is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. If so many men, so many minds, certainly so many hearts, so many kinds of love. Nietzsche was stupid and abnormal. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Everything that I understand only because I love. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. Music is the shorthand of emotion. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, 2 and 2 do not make 6. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. All happy families resemble one another, each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. Government is an association of men who do violence to the rest of us. Faith is the sense of life, that sense by virtue of which man does not destroy himself, but continues to live on. It is the force whereby we live. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food, therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. Boredom, the desire for desires. To say that a work of art is good, but incomprehensible to the majority of men, is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good but that most people can't eat it. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits, it thereby justifies, in a way, all similar actions that lie outside those limits. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. If there existed no external means for dimming their consciences, 1/2 of the men would at once shoot themselves, because to live contrary to one's reason is a most intolerable state, and all men of our time are in such a state. He never chooses an opinion, he just wears whatever happens to be in style. War, on the other hand, is such a terrible thing, that no man, especially a Christian man, has the right to assume the responsibility of starting it. Man lives consciously for himself, but is an unconscious instrument in the attainment of the historic, universal, aims of humanity.